Alright guys, this is the review for tomorrow's quiz on the moles, molecules, and grams worksheet. So let's get started. Number 1 says that I want to, let's see here, how many moles are there in 24 grams of iron fluoride? We start with 24 grams, and we want to convert that to moles. So if I look at the chart above, where it says mass to moles, it's just a simple conversion. I'll multiply that by something. What to think here? Do grams go on top or bottom? I'm only converting it to moles, so grams go on top, on bottom, moles go on top. Now you need to calculate how many grams there are in Fe3. By doing that, you'll get Fe is 56 plus F3, which is 19 times 3. That'll be a total of 57. 56 plus 57 is 113. So we have 113 grams there. That will equal 24 divided by 113. Grams cancel. We're left with moles. Your answer will be 0.212. And that's moles. All right. Next problem, how many moles are there in 458 grams of sodium sulfate? Alright, so we start with 458 grams. Alright, so I want to get rid of grams, so that's going to go on bottom. So 1 mole. And it's that easy. So yeah, how many moles are there in 458 grams? So I'm now going to calculate the molar mass of sodium sulfate, which is 142. That's going to equal 458 divided by 142. Grams cancel, we're left with moles. My answer is 3.21 moles. Cool. Okay. Number 3, how many grams are there in 2.3 times 10 to the 24 atoms of silver? We're going to start off with 2.3 times 10 to the 24. I'm going to put A for atoms, but you should write out the whole thing. All right. I want to end up with grams, but according to my chart, I have to start with atoms or molecules and first go to moles. So in order to get moles on top, I have to cancel out atoms. If atoms is up here, I then have to put atoms down here. Right. In 1 mole of anything, there's 6.022 times 10 to the 23. Cool. I'll further multiply this. So here we get rid of atoms. I want to get rid of moles. So guess which one, top or bottom, moles is going to go on. Moles will go on bottom because it's on top here. I'll put 1 mole here. Moles cancel out, and here's grams. I'll be left with grams for my answer. In silver, there's 108 grams in 1 mole. So you're going to multiply this number and this number together, and then divide it by Avogadro's number. The total answer should be 412.5 grams of silver. Fantastic. Number 4, how many grams are there in 7.4 moles of silver nitrate? Cool. So you start off with 7.4 moles. And all I'm doing is simply going to grams. So we put 1 mole down. And after calculating the molar mass of silver nitrate, you should get 170 grams. Moles cancel out. That's 7.4 times 170. Your answer should be 1,258 grams. And to show you about calculating the molar mass for silver nitrate, Ag is 108. And then we have NO3, N is 14. And O is 16. 16 times 3 is 48. So 108 plus 14 plus 48 is where I get my 170. Cool. Right, number 5, staying alive. How many grams are there in 7.5 times 10 to the 23 molecules of sulfuric acid with a C? All right, well, I start with 7.5 times 10 to the 23 molecules. I'm going to put molic, but you should write down all of molecules. All right. And I want to convert this to grams. So first I need to go to moles. To get rid of molecules, I'm going to put it on the bottom. All right. In 1 mole, I have 6.022 times 10 to the 23 molecules. That's a 3 there. Cool, so molecules cancel out, that unit. And finally, I want to get grams over here. To cancel out moles, I put it on bottom. Moles cancel out. And how many grams are there in 1 mole of sulfuric acid? Let's see, it's H2SO4. So from hydrogens, I get 2. From sulfur, I get 32. In oxygen, I get a total of 64. That gives me 98 grams. You'll multiply 7.5 times 98, then divide by this number. Your answer should be 122 grams of H2SO4. Number 6, it's asking how many molecules are in 122 grams of nitrogen dioxide. So I start off with 122 grams. To get to molecules, I first have to go to moles. So in 1 mole, how many grams do I have? For NO2, N is 14. The total here for O will be 32. Add those up, and I'll get a grand total of 46. All right, so here grams cancel. Now I want to get rid of moles and convert that to molecules. So let's do it. In 1 mole of anything, I have 6.022 times 10 to the 23. And in this case, it's molecules. So we're going to multiply 122 times this, then divide by 46. Your answer should be 1.59 times 10 to the 24, but to be honest with you, I prefer 1.60 times 10 to the 24 molecules. All right, moving on to number 7. I gotta say, erasing on this is much cleaner than the whiteboard. Number 7. How many grams are there in 9.4 times 10 to the 25 molecules of H2? So I'm starting with 9.4 times 10 to the 25 molecules, and I want to convert that to grams. So to get rid of molecules, I have to put them on bottom. And I'm going to first convert that to moles. So in 1 mole, I have 6.022 times 10 to the 23 molecules. So molecules cancel out. Now I want to get rid of moles so I can end up with grams. In 1 mole, how many grams are there? Moles will cancel out. In H2, I have 2 hydrogen, and each hydrogen is 1. So that means I have 2 grams. You'll multiply 9.4 times 10 to the 25 times 2 divided by Avogadro's number. Your answer should be 312 grams of H2. All right, moving on to number 8. Let's pick a different color here for fun. Green is our winner. And I'm going to make it a little bit, the writing thinner. Let's see how that goes. All right, so right now we're on number 8. How many molecules are in 237 grams of, what would that be, carbon chloride? Yeah, carbon chloride. 237. G, we'll sup with it. And I want to convert this to molecules. So first I have to go to moles. So in 1 mole, I have how many grams? Let's see here. CCl4. Carbon is 12, and chlorine is 35. But I have 4 of them. All right, so 35 times 4. All right, that will equal 12 plus 140, which equals 152. All right, so the molar mass of carbon chloride is 152. Grams are canceled out. Now in 1 mole, I have how many, what are we looking for here? Molecules. You guys should know by now, moles cancel out. We have 6.022 times 10 to the 23. You'll multiply this and divide by that. Your answer should be 9.39 times 10 to the 23 molecules. It's really not that difficult. It's just keeping in mind that graph, or that little image that we had at the top of the worksheet. That's a really awesome mental tool to have. We know, Mr. Felton. Okay. Number 9, only 3 left. Number 9. How many molecules are there in 2.3 grams of NH3 ammonia? All right, 2.3 grams times 1 mole. Now I have NH3. H is going to give me 3. N is going to give me 14. So the total here is going to be 17 grams. Grams cancel. All right, in 1 mole, I have 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd molecules. Moles cancel. 2.3 times Avogadro's number divided by 17. Your answer should be 8.15 times 10 to the 22 molecules. I think I like orange. It stands out nice. Please, in the comments below, tell me what you think. What's your favorite color? All right, number 10. How many grams are there in 3.3 times 10 to the 23 molecules? How many grams? Now this is a pretty big number here. I have N2I6. So that's dinitrogen hexaiodide. Wow. That would have been a great question on a test or quiz. But anyway, N is 14 times 2. Then we're going to add that. And iodine's pretty big. Iodine is, I don't know. I don't have a periodic table in front of me, but I do know that when I calculated it, it came out to 762. But my molar mass is 790. Wow. Okay. So that needs to be kept in mind for this next part. So I have 3.3 times 10 to the 23 molecules. To get rid of molecules, I put it down. In 1 mole, I have 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. Cool. And in 1 mole here, I have this big number, 790. So this times 790, moles cancel out, molecules cancel out. I'm left with grams here, and I divide that by Avogadro's number. Your answer should be 432.9, or you could just put 433 grams. I wonder if I just tap this, if it's easier. No. And last one, let's try a different color for fun. That's what chemistry is all about. Teal, or cyan. Some people might call it cyan. How many moles are there in 2 times 10 to the 19 molecules of carbon chloride? There's that carbon chloride again. We already calculated that before in number 8. Its molar mass is 152, so this should be pretty straightforward. And I'm only asking for moles. So this is 2 times 10 to the 19 molecules times, and again I'm looking for moles. So in 1 mole, how many molecules are there? There's 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. Molecules cancel out. I'm left with moles. So we have 2 times 10 to the 19 divided by 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. And that should give you an answer of 3.32 times 10 to the negative 5 moles.